never missing a beat. Yeah. Boy, was it neat. Yeah. Not just knee deep, she was totally deep when she did the freak with me. Never missing a beat. Yeah. Boy, was it neat. Yeah. The girl's a freak. The girl never misses a beat. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Not just knee deep, she was totally deep when she did the freak with me.
It didn't twerk, no.
It wasn't funky no more.
Not just knee deep, she was totally deep when she did the freak with me.
Round and round, she's the freak of my desire. And when she dances, she set the world on fire. The little girl's the freak of the week. When she dances, she gives me happy feet. Ooh, she's the freak of my desire. When she dances, she set the world on fire. She gives me happy feet. She's the freak of the week.
Who with me? Come here!
Beat. Yeah. Boy, was it neat. Yeah.
She was totally deep when she did the freak with me.
It didn't work.
We're gonna start this week off right.
Out loud, not the most.
Can you hear me?
But she was not just knee deep, she was totally deep when she did the freak with me. Yeah. She turns me on and out and all about. Freak of the week. She turns me on and out and all about.
Come on! You better tag somebody today.
It didn't work, no. Out loud, not the most.
Come here! Say it again! What's good? What's feeling good today, y'all? What's happening? Welcome to the Wyatt Live 1 p.m. Facts Over Feeling show. I know. That's how you end a Friday, Wyatt. You don't start Monday off with that. That's starting me off to a good weekend. No, it's not. It's starting you off to a great week. Let's get it. Now, for y'all that are a little younger, y'all don't understand that song. You don't understand that song. That is like a trendsetter. That's probably the song that made your mama and them go to the club, get jumped on by that daddy of yours. You know, that's what, do y'all know that's what the word twerk, that word has twerk in it. Get out there and twerk a little something. It got twerk in it. If you don't believe me, rewind this after the show. It says twerk something. When is that song? What year is that song? Shit. I don't even think I was born. But I'm just saying. I'm being honest. That song says twerk a little something. So all of y'all that get to talking that shit about these young folks and they twerking, do you forget when you was at Night Flight? Do you remember when you was at Golden Skates? Do you remember when you was at the Palm Room? This was probably after the Palm Room. Do you remember all that time that you was doing all them twerkings and shit in the Fay house parties, English Woods house parties, Millville house parties? Didn't go to them much. What's good? How's everybody doing? Welcome to the Wyatt Live 1 p.m. Facts over nonsense, facts over feelings, facts over it all. We here today. What's good? We're going to have a little conversation, and I know I'm going to get booed. I'm going to get I don't know, a whole lot going to go wrong for me today. Because guess what today is? Today is a remember I told your ass so. Yeah, I know. It's tough. It's tough. Let me soak it in just a little bit. Let me see. Give me some soak it in music. Give me something. Give me a soak it in feel. Give me something that make me say I told you so. Let me see. Do I have any of that?
20 deep, all just in nothing but black. It ain't hard to tell I'm running with criminals. Talk on the net, they just throwing subliminals. Pull up just me and put holes in his living room. Off of the runs, I just took me a nap. Woke up to two bitches sucking my gin.
Nope. Told you so. Jesse, what's good? Morgan Freeman said Egyptian lover. That's Fame's thing. Matter of fact, let me ask y'all. I haven't heard from Fame in a while. Maybe this conversation will draw Fame out of the woods. I don't know. Has anybody heard from Fame? I sent him a message. I wanted to make sure bro was all right. Remember some time ago, serious note right here. Some time ago, he was hooked up to an IV machine. He was messed up a little bit. He had something going on. I don't know, dehydration or whatever. I don't know, but it's been some while. Anybody that knows Fame, Rothstein, let me know, man, that he's okay or what he's doing. I know that there's some things going on in football, Little League football and shit. He's a referee. The guys that wear the striped hats, the striped uniforms, the striped shirts, and the hats and the whistle blowing, he's a referee. And y'all know shit been kind of crazy for the referees across America right now in Little League football. Have y'all seen this? Have y'all seen that the Little League football referees and the coaches, they starting to get shot up? Literally. There was a group in St. Louis. A coach got shot by one of the players' parents because the player wasn't getting playing time. The fuck? The player was not getting playing time. And I'm sure it's more to it. He didn't get playing time in the football game. So now the daddy or whoever, the stepdaddy, the daddy, whoever, the baby mama boyfriend, all that old shit. I'm sure something else went on. You can't tell me that a coach gets shot because your son don't get in the game. It's more to it than that. I can't just watch the headings on the story and think that that's it. Nope. Now to all my coaches out there, I'm going to say this respectfully because I ain't talking about you. I'm talking about some of them other coaches. It's some fellas. Now, ladies, y'all might be thinking that's the reason why the coach got shot because the kid didn't get in the game. But there's some daddies There's some fathers, such as myself and others out here that know we know what really happened. Coach been playing with the mama. All right. Coach didn't been over mama in them house. Coach got a thing with the mama in them. Yeah. Mama and coach been seeing each other. Let's keep it nice. Let's keep it nice and neat. Coach been hitting mom. Dude then found out, and now they want to tie it into something about he didn't get in the game and all that. Nah, that's something else going on. I'm just saying, coming from a man, I'm telling y'all, there ain't a man on this planet that's gonna go shoot a coach because his son don't get in the game. Because let me tell you something. Every man on this planet that coach kids, that have a kid that's being coached by another man, you know your skill set of your son. You know if your son good enough to be out there. You know if your son ain't got no business out on the football field with them other kids in the first lineup, first string. You know your kid ain't got no business out there or not. You know it. So when you tell me that somebody's kid got shot, somebody coach got shot because the kid didn't get in the game, that's bullshit. That was just the excuse. Truth of the matter is, we see it all the time. Mamas, y'all know what I'm talking about. You know y'all be messing with some of them dudes. And when it get found out, dudes just need a different reason to come at you. And then they associate it with he didn't get no playing time. What's up, Doug Maples? That's my sandbox. He says, money, Wyatt, they betting money. That's why his ass didn't get in the game. He didn't get in because they out there betting on the games and we don't want to lose because we counting time. We don't want to count time for the sons and the daughters, the sons that ain't got no business out on the field. We trying to win. We betting thousands. I know what it is. I know the street aspect of it. But there's also this thing called, look, the son is not getting in the game if he's not good enough. We got incentives to win. Now, don't take away my point of some other shit, because y'all know good and well, if you betting on the game and doing all that, you don't care if your son get in the game or not. You don't really care. You just want to win. You know if your son good enough to be out there on the winning squad. You don't want your son being lazy and can't play no defense and he call himself a cornerback and y'all got thousands on the line. His ass gonna sit on the bench. Now, let me tell you what a real father would do. Let me tell you what a real dad does. He uses the fact. Let's take the street shit out of it. Let's be parents for one time. Let's stop. We know them knuckleheads that do what they do with the children and betting on the games. We know about all that nonsense. Let me tell you what sports does for real kids, real fathers. I remember walking downtown from Laura Holmes down on Lynn Street, going over to Parktown. I was 6 years old. I walked down there by myself. I didn't have a baseball glove. I didn't have a bat. All I did was play baseball with a tennis ball and a broomstick at the crib. That's what we did in Laura Holmes in the courts. And I thought I was a baseball player because I was pretty damn good in the court. So what I do, one year I go down there, I was 6, 7 years old. I walk down to Lynn Street, go over across the street to Parktown. Y'all know the baseball field right behind Walgreens. I went down there because all the kids was down there playing baseball. One year I went down. They had organized baseball. My first time, my mother didn't walk me down there. My granny didn't walk me down there. I took my little ass down there wanting to play baseball with the real balls and the real bats and the real bases on the ground. So I went down there and I walked down there and I went to the coach. I said, I could play. I want to play. I want to play. I want to play. I begged to play. Guess who that coach was? God bless him. He's still alive today. Coach Craig. Deion Craig and them daddy, Coach Craig. He looked at me. I was a little bitty frail little boy. He looked at me. He said, we got our team already, man. But you come back next year, bring your mom in there, bring your people down here. You come down here next year and we'll get you on the team. I said, but I can play. He said, you can play. I said, yeah, I can play real good. See, I was real good with tennis balls and broomsticks. I was really good with broomsticks, tennis balls, running around. We used to put anything down as a base. I was a pretty good street baller. So I get down there. He said, all right, well, here, take this glove. I didn't even know what hand the glove went on. I put the glove on my right hand. He said, are you left-handed? I said, no, I throw with my right hand. He said, well, why are you putting the glove on this hand? Now, I'm 6, 7 years old. He said, how you going to throw the ball if you're catching it with the hand you throw with? I said, damn, that's true. So I'm flicked at this point. I put the glove on my left hand, and I'm like, I'm right-handed. I do everything with my right hand. So long story short, he hit me a few balls. He put me in the infield. Hit me a few balls down on, in the field. I was getting beat up by the ball. Literally. I would get down on the ball come up on me every time it hit me in the chest, because y'all know, anybody in sports know this. They don't drag the fields in downtown. We didn't have the best fields in Parktown. You understand? They had Coke bottles, broken bottles, and bricks and shit all in the infield. It was like playing baseball on Mars. There was no dragging of the field. It wasn't smooth surface. So he was hitting balls at me. And for some odd reason, watching the Reds on TV and just watching baseball, I knew the mechanics of it. And that ball beat the shit out of me. That ball beat the shit out of me that day. I got jumped by baseballs. He kept hitting the ball to me, but I stayed down on the ball and I let the ball hit me in the chest. I played the ball. I didn't let the ball play me. I didn't even know that at 6 or 7 years old. So this is what happened. After watching me play and I got my ass beat by the ball, Coach Craig looked at me and he said, come back tomorrow. Come back tomorrow and bring your mama. Bring your mama, bring somebody that can sign this permission slip for you to play. We're gonna make you out of a baseball. We're gonna make you a baseball player. I wouldn't give up. And I did not take no as an answer, like, you got a team. You ain't got no team till I'm on the team. When I get on the team, then we got a team, damn it. And they had some ball players. They had Montez Johnson, Mario, Big Birch. These was dudes older than me. I mean, y'all, Monty Rock. They had Alan Dunn. And then Deion Craig and I'm like, damn, I'm a little bitty dude. These dudes 10, 11 years old. Big Mario was like, that's little Randy, let him play. So I come back the next day, I tell Coach Craig, my mama, and my mama say I can play. It's cool, let's just play. Y'all know I had one of them type of mothers. Go and take your ass on down there then if you think you can do it. Go and take your ass down there and do it. My mother gave me she gave me all the confidence I ever needed in the world. You know what kind of confidence you know what that confidence was? Go on down there and do it then. Go do it. You think you can do it. Go on down there and go do it then, Rand. You can do it. So I did. I sat the bench the whole first year of my life. I didn't have somebody. My mama didn't come down there and make Coach Craig put me in the game. You know what motivated me to get in the game? Damn it, I'm going to be better than Big Birch. I'm going to be better than Mario. I'm going to be better than Montez Johnson. I'm going to be better than them dudes. I'm going to sit here and watch, and I'm going to be better than they ass. That's what's going to put me in the game. Not somebody sitting there bitching and complaining about putting me in the game. My mama knew I wasn't good enough to play with them. Not yet. Oh, I went that whole season. We had to be up 15, 16 runs before Coach Craig put my little ass in the game. He might get me in the game, let me pinch hit, let me run a base. Somebody get on the base, we up 37 points in baseball. He might let me, hey, Rand, go run for Montez. Go ahead, get in the game. I take my little ass out there. Now, we didn't have nothing. We was playing in T-shirts and cut-off jeans. Felt like a team to me. But the truth of the matter is, that's what make kids better. The challenges. Y'all seen on my page today. If you haven't seen it, go to it. I got a little small message on my page. I tell everybody that, let me pull it up. Okay, I'm going to pull it up for you. I want to make sure that it's still there, first of all. This is it. The message. Opportunities are not when you take leftovers. It's when you take what you want. Go to my page and get inspired by that one, because that's real shit. Opportunities is not what somebody give you. You don't take the leftovers of an opportunity. That ain't an opportunity. Opportunities is when you take what you want. I wanted to be on that baseball team. I went down there and I seized an opportunity. And then I built off of it. You ain't got no team till I'm on the team with my little bitty ass. What's good, man? I'm sorry. I just wanted to get that one out. It's the truth. All right. Let me say this one last thing before we move on to what y'all came here for. Y'all love it when I get messy and dirty. Y'all love it when I talk a bunch of craziness. But I got one question to ask y'all. What y'all gonna do? What we gonna do, Cincinnati, about all this shit that's coming into the city now that I told y'all was coming? Yeah, I know. If you don't like me saying I told you so, this is the wrong program for you about now. See, in 2021, 2022, you didn't have to hear me say that. I was saying this in 2021, 2022. Now you got to bear with my ass of telling you in 2023. I told you so. What are we going to do about these things that are going on in the city of Cincinnati? All these murders. Y'all ain't hearing about these dead bodies? Or are you watching cable? You're watching them apps. You watching Love and Hip Hop and ain't paying attention to what's going on in your own city. Damn. You're watching all these little programs on VH1 and apps and Love and Hip Hop and all that old shit, and you're not tracking how many bodies are in the streets of Cincinnati. You're not even tracking it. It's a damn shame. So now let me ask you this. Didn't I tell you that them little car takeover, them street takeovers with the cars was coming to a street near you? It's starting to get a little heavy out there. It's starting to get a little heavy out there. You see the news still talking about it. Another one happened, last night? Right out, the Sunday night? Wasn't it Sunday night? Early Monday morning? Let me see if I have the video. Yeah, they starting to happen now. It's called street takeover. Watch this clip.
Well, video appears to show another street takeover in downtown. A resident says this happened early this morning right at the intersection of 2nd and Race Streets, and that is where we find WCPO 9 News reporter Madeline Ottley. She's live with the details. Hey, Madeline.
Hey, Kristen, police still have not confirmed to us that it happened, but you come down here downtown, you take a look in the road, you'll see big black marks, circles of them appearing to be skid marks right in the center of this intersection. Now, I want you to take a look at a video that we were received from a downtown resident who lives right here on the corner. She was overlooking it early this morning, and she asked that we not identify her because she's scared of whoever is doing this. She said she started to hear the noises just before 3 a.m., and this is what she saw when she looked outside. From her vantage point, she thinks there might have been about 10 cars taking part, both blocking traffic and doing donuts. She says she saw maybe about 15 people standing outside who appeared to be filming.
I'm not exactly sure what's to come next or how they could combat this, because it's just, you just really never know where they're going to be next.
Two similar instances shut down traffic earlier this month. This video shows drivers doing donuts and burnouts in the Lytle Tunnel on I-71. That same day, witnesses said they saw drivers doing the same thing in Camp Washington, right at the intersection of Coleraine Avenue and Hopple Street. Now, we have been reaching out to Cincinnati police trying to get more details on what happened here and what's being done in response. We still have not received a response. For now, reporting live downtown, Madeline Ottley, WCPO 9 News.
Yeah, I know. We're not going to be proactive. We're not going to do anything about it until it gets real out of hand. You even had guys on the morning show, on the radio show, that was saying shit in the comment screen like, what's wrong with that? They ain't hurting nobody. Ain't nobody getting hurt. Look like fun. My people. Them the same ones when these dudes start getting their asses locked up, they're going to be the main ones hollering about how they single us out and want to send us to jail forever and a day. It's amazing to me when I hear shit like that. Let's make it legal. Yeah, okay. Maybe we need to make it legal, and maybe they need to make it legal at a damn racetrack like they already have. They already have, the shit is legal already. It's called a racetrack. And because I don't know exactly where one is, that don't mean they don't exist. I'm sure there's some hoe houses around here too. I don't know the address, but I'm sure they exist somewhere around Cincinnati. For the smart guys that like to say, well, where is one? Tell me where one is. You always talking about something you don't even know is for sure or not. I can tell you this. There's 15 after-hour joints in the city of Cincinnati. I think I know the address of 2 of them. The other 13, I don't know. But just because I don't know exactly or specifically where something is, don't mean it don't exist, damn it. Like gangs, Mr. Mayor of Cincinnati, who came on Black Radio and said, there are no gangs in the city of Cincinnati. He mean there are no gangs in the white communities of Cincinnati. When y'all gonna call him on that? Y'all just let people say anything to you. I don't blame it. Look, let me just, if I was to choose a group of people, if I walked in a room, okay, say I walk in the convention center, real talk. If I walk into the convention center and I got to give a speech and they give me an option, do you want to go in gate A and speak to crowd A, or you want to speak to crowd B? And if I knew the difference between the crowds, I'm going to push the crowd that's more favorable to the shit I know absolutely nothing about, because I can bullshit them, right? I always look at how I pay attention to what people say who are in leadership to the people that depend on them and who listens to them. I listen and I watch how they talk to them. That's how I knew P.G. Sittenfield was a fraud. That's off the record a little bit. That's how I knew he was fraudulent, because of how he talked to the people that looked up to him, to the people that was in his circles. I'm talking about the people who voted for him. I'm talking about y'all. That's how I knew he was a fraud. I pay attention to how he treat you, what he says to you, how he massages you. Yeah, that says a lot to me. So when y'all gonna do something about all this street takeover shit? When somebody gonna reach out and say something about the leadership and say, hey, when we gonna get this shit to stop? When we gonna step up? Because y'all know this is some Detroit, Chicago, this is some big city, this is some big metropolitan city stuff that's going on. And y'all letting it happen little bit by little bit. I ain't heard nothing about it. Let me move on. I just want to let y'all know once again, Chicago has come up in my conversation just for a short one. Then we're going to get to what you really want to talk about. I thought I'd share this because CNN don't share this with you. MSNBC don't share this with you. Mainstream media don't share this with you. But the illegal immigrant problem is getting even worse in Chicago. Chicago, who does not have the money to put into the inner cities or to the black community, has come up with another amazing $154 million for next year's illegal immigration camps in Chicago. They just budgeted $154 million to be able to set up camps for illegal immigrants in Chicago, and the black folks in Chicago is going crazy, and I don't blame them, because they didn't shut down schools, they didn't shut down services, they didn't shut down daycares, they didn't shut down after school programs, they didn't done all that because they didn't have the money. But now they got this issue going on with illegal immigrants. And instead of the mayor stepping up, the black mayor he is, instead of him stepping up and saying we need to take away this sanctuary city status, why don't he step up and say we need to take away this sanctuary city status when we're overwhelmed with illegal immigrants? Why won't he do it? I'll tell you why he won't do it. I'm going to be the first one on actual podcast visibility. I'm going to be the first one to tell you right to your face why he won't do anything about illegal immigrants, housing them, bringing more money, finding funds, because it's a money grab, damn it. I said it. You just came up with $51 million for 30 days for them. Now you come up with $154 million for next year's, for 2024's first quarter budget for illegal immigration. You can't tell me he ain't getting paid. We got 3 unindicted city council members in the city of Cincinnati that proves to you how they move, how easy it is to attach yourself to how money is shuffled around in all these little porta potty games. If I'm Brandon Johnson, the mayor of Chicago, and I got a hold of $51 million, I might have Tito, Randy, Tito, all of them. Ronnie, Bobby, Ricky, and Mike. We all gonna have businesses. Tito, Jermaine, Janet, Ruby, Ike, and Tina. We all gonna have businesses that I'm gonna set up that we channeling the money through. Oh, we doing the lunch program. Oh, we gonna put the rocks. We gonna be we open up a carpet store, Leroy. We gonna buy all the carpet from you. Put that shit in your name, Leroy. That's what's going on in Chicago. It's a money grab. He ain't even came out and said, slow down this shit. It's killing my people that vote for me. Why else would he not stop it? And now you pledged to the people before they voted for you that you was going to look out for your community and look out for your people. That's why they voted for you, Brandon Johnson. And guess who you put ahead of them? You put ahead of them what all politicians do. You put the money ahead of them. You getting paid somewhere, brother. You getting paid somewhere. Ask the mayor, what was his name? The mayor of Detroit. Ask him how the shit go. Y'all know how it go. He had his cousins. Look, Detroit got more potholes than Martha Stewart got pots. You can't, look, let me just say this. My best friend, he from Detroit. So I don't mean to, look, I love y'all football team, but here goes some real shit about Detroit. Y'all streets is trash. Look, I was riding down the street in downtown Chicago, or downtown Detroit, and it looked like Gotham City. Detroit is one of the only cities that you can ride down the street and steam and smoke and shit is coming from up under the ground. What are those what are those things, the things in the middle of the little iron things in the middle of the street? What do they call them things? Little holes in them, and that's how you get to the underground. What are those things called again? And then the ones that are on the side, the drains on the side, sewers, thank you. The sewer tops. Them sewer tops have smoke and steam and, oh my God, it's horrible. Their whole system is messed up. But you know, the mayor of Detroit had his cousin. They had a little cement company. So he gave his cousin the minority contract of filling all of the damn potholes in the city of Detroit. And what they went and did, instead of just doing shit the right way, you got to connect. He's the pipeline of the money, being the mayor of Detroit. And instead of them just doing proper business, they go do some hood-ass business. They go get some watered-down cement, the cheapest cement you can get. So they would have to refill these potholes every year. So they would have to resurface the cement every year. It would crack 3 months after they put it up, so they would get the contract to go get it again. Couldn't do business right. And some way, somehow, somebody found out that the contract went to a family member and blah, blah, blah. Then they found out he had special interest. It just turned out to be real bad. If they would have done the business the right way, they may have been okay. But unfortunately, some people think when you do it the crooked way, when you make more money off of it, that you coming up and you're going to live better. And generally, when you get something that you're not supposed to have and you still have it, it hurts even more when they take it away. If you didn't earn it, It ain't meant for you. If somebody just gave it to you, it ain't meant for you to have. And that was a perfect example of it. So now let me just say this to you. Speaking of Joe Biden, I know he's the president of the United States. I should be able to talk about him or bring him up, right? Everybody else talk about past presidents and Republicans and Democrats. Why can't I say something about Biden? He's the current president. He ain't said nothing about slowing migrants going to Chicago either. He ain't trying to stop that shit either. Why? Because y'all know Biden is a liar. Who said something? Who said no, he not? Who said something? Look at my face. Who said something? I tell you, boy, y'all will stay coded up. Let me see something. I got a video clip right here. I want to show you something. Let me see if I can find it. Let me see something. Hold on 1 second. I thought I had it here. Let me see something here. Pardon me 1 second, guys. I'm trying to find a video here that I want to share. It was special to me too. Because y'all know I like to produce receipts. So I want to give you a receipt. Then we're going to go over to Will and Jada. I know y'all can't wait to hear about that. Yeah, here it is right here. I didn't name it yet. Kevin B. Phillips said, put some respect on my president. Oh, put some respect on my president name. All right, I tell you what I'm going to do, Kevin B. Phillips. Are you still there, my brother? I'm going to let your president speak to you. I want to know how much you can respect somebody that does this right here. Check this out. Now you tell me if I'm tripping or not. Or am I tripping? Hold on. Am I tripping? Listen to this.
Radio address yesterday and tomorrow in the Rose Garden to talk about a constitutional amendment to ban gay marriage.
You know, think about this. The world's going to Hades in a handbasket. We are desperately concerned about the circumstance relating to avian flu. We don't have enough vaccines. We don't have enough police officers. And we're going to debate the next 3 weeks, I'm told, gay marriage, a flag amendment, and God only knows what else. I can't believe the American people can't see through this. We already have a law, the Defense of Marriage Act, where we've all voted, not where I voted and others said, look, marriage is between a man and a woman, and states must respect that. Nobody's violated that law. There's been no challenge to that law. Why do we need a constitutional amendment? Marriage is between a man and a woman. What's the game going on here?
Let's try to avoid nuance, Senator.
Let me
Do
be
you support
straightforward.
gay marriage?
No, Barack Obama nor I support redefining from a civil side what constitutes marriage. We do not support that. That is basically a decision to be able to be left to the faith and people who practice their faith determination what you call it.
Much later.
Man, I remember he was dropping me off. I wanted to be, I wanted to work in the projects as a lifeguard on the east side of Wilmington. And he was dropping me off on his way to work at the city hall to go get an application to be a lifeguard there. And as I got out of the car at the four corners of the center of town, two men, turns out one going to the Brandywine, one was at work for the DuPont company, the other worked for Hercules Company. This was back when I was a kid. And they leaned up and kissed one another. And I'd never seen that before. And I turned and looked at my dad, and he just looked at me and said, Joey, it's simple. It's simple, Joey. They love one another. It's a simple proposition. Rights laws. Ban pride flags from flying on public lands. Who the hell? Oh. Not very presidential. And they threaten.
Which way do I go looking ass? Did this motherfucker just say he wanted to be a lifeguard in the hood? Did he say no, Barack and I? He can't answer. He can't just be about himself. He had to throw Barack in there on his position. No, me and Barack are not against gay marriage. Stand on your own, bro. Stand on your own. Don't bring Barack in this bullshit with you. Even though you told the truth, that's the only thing you told the truth about. You and Barack Obama are against gay marriage. And how many special interest groups later, now you doing shit like this? Nah, it ain't no blame, no old age. He's a liar, bro. They using y'all. He just said flags and all that. They use y'all, bro. They don't stand on this shit. That's why they didn't gave the LGBTQ communities way more than they didn't gave the black community, because they just use y'all for the LGBTQ community's agendas. They using you. He just went on there and told you from way back, they ain't never stood on gay marriage. They don't believe in the shit. We have laws. What's the game going on here? See, for y'all, the same people that be sitting back talking about how racist somebody else is and how bad in business and this and 91 indictments and all that old shit, when they gonna start indicting for lies? When y'all gonna find out that this man has been boozling y'all? Just lying. I mean, the whole agenda of putting you first, making you feel like he's fighting for you. Oh, I can't wait to see them wibble wabble out of this situation with Israel and Hamas. I can't wait, because you know what? Here's Biden fighting a fight and talking all that shit, almost like he's on the white supremacist side of this fight with this Israel Hamas fight. Oh yeah. So basically what you just did by siding on the side of America, Mr. President, if I may, you telling the people who have suppressed, oppressed, and put down a bunch of tan people, you on their side, who've been beating them and dragging them and sending them, you on the side of the same people that you talk about over here ain't shit. Make all this make sense. I wish I could explain it better. The Hamas people are over there living like Negroes. The administration say we stick behind Israel. I can't wait to see how this is going to play out. I just can't wait. Because if that same situation, y'all do know this is like Black Lives Matter versus everybody type shit. That's what Hammons is over there. Like, we've been oppressed too long. Y'all took our land. We've been living under the rocks. Y'all been doing this to us and doing that to us. And y'all been doing it. Y'all been treating us like black people in the United States of America. And now we fighting back. Now, let me just say something for the record. Just for the record. I don't agree with what happened. I told y'all that last week. Like, it's horrible. Like, if you don't believe some of the shit is going on over there that's going on, you need to stay off of CNN and MSNBC and go find you some platform that's actually showing you video over there in Gaza. You need to really see some of the handheld camera work that some of these people are doing for you to really get an idea of what really happened. I don't know why you think they would show 40 babies with their heads cut off. I don't know why you would think they would show that. But what I did see is I seen parents running down the street with dead kids in their hand, covered with a sheet, running down the street. I did see that. So don't tell me the shit is not happening. It's happening. And America is well aware of what's going on. Here's the sad thing. They were well aware of what was going on to them people, of those people, before this even got to this point. Oh, I can't wait to see how this play out, because I got a lot of, I'm not saying anything now. You know, I wait and get the information, and I pull in my pieces once I see all the information is there. And then I'm going to make a whole lot of hypocrites drink their own Kool-Aid or whatever. Can't wait. I can't wait because I can already put some of the pieces together now, how some of the fight and struggle and holler and this and that. I can hear it. I see how it correlates with the arguments in the United States of America. The only problem is the people that say they support that argument in the United States don't support the argument over there. So how could you burn the candle from both ends? How could you support it here but not support it there? You got a clear understanding here but don't have a clear understanding there. Yeah, you don't have a clear understanding because you don't want to have a clear understanding. Because to be honest with you, the understanding is not what really matters. What really matters is the people that you can get to vote for you so you can continue your agenda. That's it. Cattle. Y'all are cattle. Y'all talk about that orange dude. What's the Trump guy? He's so bad. The media didn't paint him out. He a troublemaker. He this, he that. But didn't none of them countries fuck with him? Didn't none of those countries do none of the shit they doing right now? We not into proxy wars, spending hundreds of millions of dollars. We don't know what this war gonna cost us. When you get your check this Friday, and they take those hundreds of dollars, hundreds of thousands of dollars out your check, and it's called taxes, what I want you to think about is, where did that money go? Just once in your life, instead of having that problem, oh shit, I know my check gonna be about 900 short because they take them taxes and shit. I want you to think about where that 900 go. I want you to think about where that 200 go. Because guess what? Every time my kids got a check at their little part-time job and that little punk ass 7250 come out they check for taxes, I'd always explain to my babies where that $72 went. I let them have a clear understanding so when it's time to vote, they keep all them $72.50 out my checks in their mind. Oh, that's important to know. See, some people just figure if I never had it, it wasn't mine. That's a dumbass mentality. That's a dumbass mentality to say, well, if I didn't have shit, taxes? Hey, it's just the way it's supposed to be. Those are the same people that say other people are privileged because you don't look at the ways to save your taxes. You don't look for tax breaks, tax cuts, investments where you don't pay as many taxes. You don't learn how to do certain things with your money. So you just live with how it is and then just jump in line to bitch about what everybody else bitch about instead of trying to figure out or learn some different shit. Cattle. Just straight up cattle. Waiting to be slaughtered. Then you call us, the ones who try to point us in different directions and wake us up from different things. You call us coons and jack in the boxes and all this old other shit. It's sad. It's sad. But okay, damn all that. I wanted to play your president. I wanted to play your president so when y'all talking about how people lie, try to piece the puzzle together on those lies. Because all I can tell you is everything that's been going on right now. Here, let me show you. I'm just going to show you. If you don't believe in transgenders and gay marriages and all that old shit, and you ask like Joe Biden said, what's the game going on here? You tell us, Joe, what the game is going on here. What's this game here, Joe? On the White House line? You support that, huh, Joe? There she is again. He, whatever. You support it now, huh, Joe? Somebody show me some pictures of the lion guy and the ain't shit guy and the racist guy. Show me some pictures that you can put all the shit that you talk about. Show me some of the shit that makes sense to black folks to make them feel comfortable believing the bullshit they believe about somebody. Show me a picture with the Klan leaders and all that. Show me how he spoke at. Show me Trump speaking at a eulogy of a Klan member like Biden did. Come on, Big Al. Come on, Perm in the suit. No, don't run. Don't go nowhere. Come tell me. Come talk to me, Big Al, because you happen to be there the same day Donald Trump got a gift from the NAACP. He got an award. The same night Donald Trump got an award from the NAACP, Perm in the suit got one that same night. Perm in the suit spoke highly of Donald Trump. He never said anything about him being a racist. He never said any of that. All of a sudden, He get in politics, and now all black folks are being brainwashed to hate somebody that could possibly put you in an economic reconstruction. Listen to the policies, black folks. Listen to the policies. Stop playing the favoritism. Stop playing the who like who. You got a local situation. You have a local situations that show you voting for people that look like you, voting for people who are popular. It don't work. It don't work. And that doesn't change from city to city, to state, to federal. It don't change. You need someone that's going to have more protection of your federal dollar. Your federal dollar will trickle down to your local dollar. Your local dollar will help support any small business and business that you're trying to do. Anybody that tells you anything different than that has to have an agenda set for the other guys, the other team. They know absolutely nothing about money. Nothing about money. Here's what you got to understand. I looked at the list of people that wrote letters for PG Sittenfield. You know what's weird about that? I'm going to be honest and tell you something. You're not going to like this. Outside of PG Sittenfield's family, if their name was Sittenfield or were related, first cousins and things of that nature, maybe names have been changed, but family members, I'm not even going to give them, making my point, I'm going to take the family members out. Do you know the majority of people that was talking or wrote letters on his behalf were independent business owners or hierarchies in corporations? It wasn't the community. That speaks volumes to me. And here go the thing. You can figure out what I said later. Here's the thing. The black folks that wrote, how do I say this without being disrespectful? Had some type of agenda attached to that man. Get mad at me if you want to. I would never say this unless it's true. They had some type of associated business with him. Now, you could get mad at me for telling you the truth or whatever. Or you might be saying, well, what's your point? I just want you to think about the people that support the people that's in power. What are they getting out of it? Thank you, Mama Birch. She right on it. Favors. They're not really trying to speak up on his behalf because he's a great guy. They're not trying to bring him to the neighborhood because he's going to do shit right for us as a community. That ain't what it is. They have their very own hidden agenda involved. They have their thing set up where if this motherfucker make it, mama, I made it too. So when you start talking about that coon shit, anybody that's willing to risk or to sell the neighborhood, sell their principles, their morals, for a taste of what somebody else have to put them on, and they'll use the community as the platform or the plate to eat off of, that's your sellout. That's your sellout. Get mad at me if you want to. But see, all of us don't have to sell our souls. All of us don't have to bite the hand. All of us don't have to even dine and wine. We don't have to do that. Real men step up and get what they got coming. They don't take the leftovers of opportunity. We create our own opportunities. And I would not dare come on this platform, and I never came on this platform and said anything towards my community or the community as a whole, to put it down in a place where, to talk down on it, to make fun of it, to shed negative light on it. None of that. Everything that I've ever said has something to do with, okay, here's what we can do to make this better. First, we got to get rid of this. I'm brave enough to speak of the problem. Not everybody can say that. They'll bring it up and then escape. No, I'm going to stick to it. See, if I'm going to go out, I'm going to go out doing it my way. I'm not going to go out waiting for somebody else. And if I go out waiting on somebody else, guess what? If they happen to come through, damn it, I owe them. I owe them. I got to thank this man. I got to thank them every day. I ain't trying to do that. I'm not trying to do that. That's just me. Sorry about that. Let's get to the thing. Let's get to the get to. Let's get to the get to. Some of y'all logged off and said, I'll get to him in a minute. I'll be back. He ain't talking about nothing. He ain't talking about nothing. Where that messy shit? Where the love and hip hop stuff at? Well, let me start out by saying this after I take my sip. And I'm going to love saying this. What much time I got? Okay, I got enough time. I'm going to absolutely love saying this. Told you. Now, where are all my sisters at that was on my ass about this? Oh, Wyatt, leave that black woman alone. Leave that black woman. Yeah, that's what's wrong. Where my girl, where Davis Denise said she hit me hard in the post. She went hard in the post on me. See, that's what's wrong with men. Y'all don't support us black women. Listen, let me tell y'all something about Will. First thing, here go. Will Smith is a perfect example of a single mama raising a boy. He's a perfect example of a guy who didn't have a daddy in the house. He's a perfect example. Sorry. I'm sorry. And let's be honest. I'm going to tell y'all something that y'all ain't going to really like to hear. And fellas, y'all might get mad at me for saying this. You might get mad at me saying this. But check it out. Damn. If you the happiest man in the world, like your relationship is perfect, good job, and I mean like everything in your life is perfect. I'm going to tell you the one person or the one thing in your life that's not happy. Your woman. It's about to get real dirty. I might have to take my jacket off for this one because we're going to get down and dirty. I probably should have wore a black hoodie and my black hat for this conversation. Remember a year ago, maybe a year and a half ago, maybe even 2 years ago when I told the family here and I said, I know, I'll get some calls. The phone call line is open. And I told y'all a year or two ago, I said, if you see a couple and you see them and everybody good, like if he's perfect, if he's happy, him, if he's happy, she ain't. She ain't happy about some shit. If everything is good in that man's life, she ain't happy. I know y'all thinking, well, if I had a man, yes, that ain't too wide. My man loves me. He loves me. Everything good in his world, I make sure of that. This is a grown-up show over here. It's called Wyatt Live. This is not called the fake shit. This is facts over feelings. Fellas, if you totally happy, your woman ain't. Ladies, you think I'm about to leave y'all out of that? Let's be honest, ladies. Come on now. If you, ladies, if y'all are totally happy in your, now I ain't talking about some shit that just started a month ago. Y'all still honeymooning. Y'all still honeymooning. Even maybe a couple months. Y'all still honeymoon. She still wash up and brush her teeth and shit before she talk to you. I ain't talking about y'all. Listen. Ladies, if you happy with everything you got going on in your relationship with your man, like if y'all happy and you love getting up, you love everything good, everything great, and everything is everything. I'm going to tell you something that you need to know right now. He ain't happy. He's making a lot of sacrifices for you. He's making a lot of sacrifices. He's making sacrifices to make you happy. And when men make sacrifices, ladies, I don't mean this disrespectfully. I'm just telling you something that for the ladies that have a man and want to maybe try to shift gears a little bit, this advice might help. You're talking to a man that's been with a woman for a very, very, very long time. Okay, maybe this will help you. Maybe you'll just be like, oh, you full of shit. Maybe, I don't know. But just listen to this. If you with a man and everything in your world is rocked and you good and everything is perfect, he ain't. He's doing everything. Your house is nice. Your car is nice. He paying the bills. He doing this. He go to work. You do the grocery shop. All this old shit that you do, you think is great. This motherfucker having a nervous breakdown on the other side of town. His mind is just like, oh shit, this bitch just shut up. But you'll never see it because he love you. Truth of the matter is, this gonna sound kind of ridiculous. If you and your man are not arguing, like having disagreements, I don't mean fighting and shit. I'm saying having disagreements. Somebody ain't happy. Look, because you and your man have a disagreement and y'all have an argument, a fuss out, that shows that y'all trying to, that y'all okay, like we need to be happy. Let's work it out. Let's figure it out. But when you lady, when everything is great in your life, he's miserable. He's doing everything he can to keep you happy. That might have for a while kept him happy because you happy. But nah, that ain't how the shit work forever. It's not how it works forever. I'm sorry. I just needed to break that news to you. And when it comes to this Will Smith shit, that's how I knew he was a miserable man. I knew that he was manipulated. I knew that this man was doing everything she wanted just to keep her happy, and it was breaking him down. It was making him miserable. You could see it. And I'm going to tell y'all something. I went to bat for Jada at the beginning. Not Jada the woman, Jada the artist. Jada Pickett the actress. I went to bat for her. Y'all know I got a painting of her, the whole night. Like, set it off, one of my favorite movies. I think they all did a great job in it. I went to the defense from that perspective. But as far as her being a woman, I already told y'all what it was. Number one, she don't even like him. She don't like his ass. And guess what, ladies? He know it. She don't love him. She tolerate him. She don't love Will. She tolerate him. And now she's done. She don't love Will. Will loves her, but he tolerate the disrespect. Now, y'all know I titled the shit the other day, Will didn't smack the shit out of Chris Rock for nothing. Because it's true. Let me show you how much Will actually loves her and she totally disrespects him. She claims they've been apart since 2016. This man damn near ends his career in 2022 for going up on stage saying, keep my wife out your effing mouth. When in fact, they're not even together. According to her. According to her, they haven't been together as a couple married since 2016. So what made him stand up and defend his wife at an awards show if he don't love her? She just don't love him. She's never really loved. She been through tolerating his ass for 20 years. Now, let's be grown here. Let's try to figure this shit out together, family. I'm on the couch. How about you? I'm sitting here trying to get my dose of therapy today. Help me out with this. My fellas, my real fellas. Y'all know there's a difference. I'm about to sidetrack a little bit. Y'all know there's a difference. I'm talking to my fathers out here. I'm not talking to the daddies. Okay? There's a difference between a daddy and a father. A daddy is what I had. A motherfucker that I knew was my daddy. That's my daddy. If I seen him across the street, that's my daddy. Yeah, that's my daddy. My father is someone that was there for me every day, taught me things, made sure I was good, put clothes on my back, fed me. That's why I said there's no such thing as stepdaddies. There's only fathers. A father, whether he's your birth father or not, if he's taking care of you, if he's been in your child's life since he was 2 years old or 6 months old or 12 and finished up with you, that's a father. I'm not talking to the daddies right now. I'm talking to the fathers when I make this comment. The reason why Will sticks around is because he's been a father his whole life. Now, y'all could come up with these conspiracy things. I even had my little thoughts of, well, you know, she got some shit on him. Oh, wait a minute, hold on. It's cheaper to keep her. He makes too much money for it to be that. Will Smith was he was the hottest black actor out there. Meaning paycheck stub wise, meaning earnings. Will was getting $17, $20 million for garbage ass movies. Wild Wild West. He made damn near $20 million for Wild Wild West. How many times have you seen Wild Wild West? I couldn't finish it the first time. My point is this. Don't think that Will Smith is with Jada Pinkett Smith because it's cheaper to keep her. That's for us broke motherfuckers to say. That's for us who don't want to split the little bit of come up we didn't have. That's that term for them. But for somebody that has the potential earnings of making 10, 15 to $20 million a movie, come on now, that's like Chris Rock. Like Chris Rock got a divorce. His earnings was, okay, we're going to split what I got right now. I got $60 million, damn it. You get 30, I get 30. It is what it is. We walk away. But your earning power, Chris Rock, still continues. Now, he can go, yeah, he had to give her $30 million, but guess what? He'll make that back in 2 years. So for y'all that think that it's cheaper to keep her and that's the excuse, it's not. It's not. The difference is if Will Smith was a baby daddy, if he was a baby daddy, it'd be different. Okay, Mama Birch said net worth is $350 million. That's on paper, but just for argument's sake, let's say that's what it is. So he have to give her what? $175 million? He ain't always been worth $350 million. He could have did this transaction millions, hundreds of millions of dollars ago. The reason why is because he's always been a father. He's not a baby daddy. He's not a daddy. He's no different than any other father when it come down to his kids. Y'all might think he Holly weird. He might be a little Holly weird. They all are. They can do shit the average person can't do. I call anybody like that weird. You know, I wouldn't be worth $100 million. I wouldn't do, if I had Elon Musk money, ain't nowhere in the world I'd go to Mars. Fuck, I'm gonna go up there and may not be able to come back and enjoy my $50 billion. I would never go to Mars. Send me a video. But all I'm telling you is this. It's been very clear that Jada Pinkett's been the manipulator in this relationship the entire time. And the only reason why he never wanted to leave, some of y'all say she got something on him. Maybe so. But I bet you Will got some shit on her too. Let me just put this in layman's terms a little bit. Some of you will understand because you've been in this position before. People that can get a whole lot of something always settle for some of the bad shit. I don't know why it's like that, but whenever you have a whole lot of something to choose from, those are the people that end up with the worst choice. Like guys that have an opportunity to just run through women and date women and just have all these choices of women, they always end up with a bad one. Because they never really looking for the right thing. They looking for the thing that kind of gets their engine going. You know what I'm saying? Like, this girl do that. None of the rest of them do. She might be able to do that trick, but she ain't really a good, wholesome person. So you're going to end up with the bad one. You done had all this to choose from. It's no different for those folks. It's no different. And now he then fell in love with somebody that don't really love him the same way. Will grew up with a single mother. He's attached to Jada. His mother treated him just like Jada treated him. Just like all us single mama little boys got treated. Your mama bullied you. Our mothers bullied us. And not in a sense like, you know, they bullied us. They didn't like shit on us, but they bullied us. So as a kid, you get bullied by your mom. Shut up, I'll smack that shit off your face. You can't smack my face off my head. We got bullied. So Will is used to hearing a woman be kind of disrespectful to him. He's used to it. And that's why he drug all that disrespect out to his workplace. What's her name? I can't think of her name, but she played Bev. Or I don't know. She played the mother on Fresh Prince, the first one. He was very disrespectful to women. He was very disrespectful. But then he would go home and get disrespected. It's a normal behavior. It's a pattern that a lot of people. It's a common pattern. It's nothing new about this. Some of y'all want to put so much on this Will and Jada thing. It makes total sense to me. It makes total sense that he would be with a knucklehead, manipulative, ain't shit ass person. It makes total sense to me. That's the world he came from. Generally, if you grow up in an alcoholic home, chances are you're going to be an alcoholic. You grow up in an abusive home, chances are you're going to have some abusive things going on in your home. You grow up with a shitty ass mother, chances are you're going to end up with a shitty ass woman. You end up with if you grow up in a traumatized home, chances are you're going to grow up around trauma. You're going to bring trauma to your house. Makes sense to me. Now, let's talk about some of the shit she did. All right? Y'all know she got a book coming out. First, let me say this before we talk about her book. I'm not going to promote her book on here because this is exactly what she wants people to do. Every time Jada got something to do with Jada, and Jada's come up and how she can make money and how she can come out here as the victim, or how she can be seen as something different than what she truly is, she take every chance to shoot shots at Will Smith. I can't support that. So she got a book coming out, and I guess that's why she has this new story about how, that's going to anchor and position her sales of her book. And on that same note, let me play this video for you. She's going to do an interview, I think, tonight or tomorrow or something like that. I want y'all to see this little small video of what she's talking about. Jada is not who y'all, I don't know her. I don't care to know her like that, but I'm just saying, like, she's a typical manipulative woman to me. She is the woman that uses victimhood to advance herself and to act like she's stronger than the victimhood, when in fact she brings the victimhood onto herself to make it the foundation of who she is, and she's the strong woman. No, you're the creator of the chaos. And you're not tricking everybody. Check this out.
I feel like you're a straight talker.
I am.
Except you're not sometimes.
Yeah.
So why do that? Like, what was the reason?
I think just not being ready yet. Still trying to figure out between the two of us how to be in partnership, right? And in regards to how do we present that to people, And we hadn't figured that out.
I got a problem with that video at the beginning. I'm going to play something else, but I got a problem with that video. The interviewer, the lady, says, "I think you're a straight shooter." She said, "I am." And then the lady says, before she could really get all the breath out of her mouth, she says, "But I don't think that you're a straight shooter all the time." And she said, I'm not. So are you a straight shooter or you're not a straight shooter? Are you listening to this lady or are you going to control the interview? You want to talk, you're going to control what's being talked about. The questions don't really matter. You'll answer the question, but then you'll overshadow the question with manipulation. Did y'all catch that? I mean, I'm just being, did you catch the fact that she said, you're a straight shooter? I am. Yes, I am. But you're not a straight shooter all the time. Yes, no. The last time I checked, a straight shooter is full-time job. You're not a straight shooter part-time. You can't sometime be a straight shooter and sometime not. That makes you not a straight shooter. Check this video out. Let's see Miss Straight Shooter. See if you believe any of this.
That in 2016, you and Will decided that you were going to live completely separate lives.
Yes.
It was not a divorce on paper,
Right.
but it was a divorce.
By the time we got to 2016, we were just exhausted with trying.
It just wasn't possible. There was no chemistry between us. I just felt like he was off track a little bit.
What is going on? Now, first of all, I'm really shocked because, mind you, I'm not there. We haven't called each other husband and wife in a long time. I'm like, what is going on right
keep
now?
my wife's name
out of your mouth, right? And I'm like, there are different stages in my marriage where Will and I decided we were not together. But now I'm really worried for Will because I don't know what's going on. So I think within that is where people might have thought that, oh, they must be having an open relationship. And Chris looks to me and he says, Jada, I meant no harm. Now, I'm just out of it because I'm really worried about Will.
What's Will doing? He's just sitting there?
And Will's still talking. He's like, he's still, because now he's mad because Chris is talking to me. And I go, Chris, this is about some old shit. That's all I could think to say, right? And I couldn't really take in his apology.
Wow, dude. It was a G.I. Jane joke.
Keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth!
I'm going to, okay? This is a lot of people.
Because every time she needs to like increase the ratings of the Red Table, every time she needs to sell books, she drops these bombshells.
I'm a little confused. I'm not the smartest guy in the world when it comes to relationships. I say what I say, but I'm a little confused in a whole lot of areas with this situation. And one of the reasons why I'm confused is because now it seems to be that Will Smith had a problem the night of the Grammys when he smacked the shit out of Chris Rock. This was nothing, in her eyes, this had nothing to do with her. This was some old shit. As if when Chris Rock made that comment of G.I. Jane joke and all that, as if Will wasn't sitting there laughing like we all seen. And she turned around and look at his ass like, you gonna let him say that about me? See, this is why I don't fuck with you, Will. You ain't not a man. This is the reason why you and I have never gotten along for years. Fellas, y'all know where I'm at with it. Ladies know they do that shit. But fellas know what I'm talking about. Ladies, y'all know y'all don't have to really say much. It's the look. Y'all all got that look like, motherfucker, you gonna let him say that shit about me? Motherfucker, you hoe ass nigga, you motherfucker. You let him say that shit about me? He would have had a horrible night at home. Even if they don't live together, she'd have been on FaceTime with his ass. She would have been out in the yard. She would have been calling his ass time after time. He would have had to hear about that situation for the next 10 years of his life because he's already hearing about 10 years worth of shit ago. 20 years ago, when Tupac died, it smashed her. Tupac's death ended all her concern for Will because she never really wanted to be with Will. What woman go on Red Table and talk about how she didn't want to be married to him, and I didn't really want to be married, but I was pregnant, and mama said this, mama said that. The mama looked at her and said, what? I never showed any concern about y'all had to get married. She said it at the Red Table. Somebody make me understand why you or how you even believe. What leg does Jada Pinkett Smith have to be in the position she's in right now, doing what she's doing to Will Smith? Will ain't saying shit out here about this. Will ain't saying nothing. He's not speaking up. He don't have shit to do with listen, I'm going to say something, ladies, that's going to hurt a few feelings. I'm going to say something right now that's going to hurt a few feelings. Jada Pinkett is not Will Smith, obviously, but I mean, she's not Will Smith. She's not Hollywood Will Smith. And I can tell you right now, all the manipulation that she has, all the manipulative bones and the power and the structure that she has in her body, she uses that to F with that man because she's jealous of that man. She's jealous of him. She's jealous of him. She'll never make the kind of money that he makes. She don't like the fact that he's the all wholesome black guy, but she knows who he really is. That has to be painful to her. It has to be how would you live every day if you knew that somebody wasn't who they really was, but the world loved them and got paid 20 times more than you? How would you feel about that person? You know, how would you feel about it? How do you know that she hasn't really been trying? She's been doing everything in the world to divorce him. There's not a regular man. I can tell you this now. Y'all know there's a difference between a daddy and a father. There ain't a daddy that wouldn't have lost her ass a long time ago. Fathers tolerate with shit like that because we get bigger shit to lose. We got different agendas. We got different things going on. So some of the fellas in here, y'all sitting here wondering why Will would hang on so tight to her. Why wouldn't he leave this and this and that? It's the same reason why your ass ain't left yet. It's the same reason why you tolerate with the bullshit you tolerate with your woman. Y'all might not have an August in your life, that little singing dude. One of your friends, one of your little sons or your daughter's friends might not be coming over smashing your wife, but you dealing with some shit. You dealing with something from your wife and you ain't went nowhere. So why do you think Will Smith should go somewhere? Why do you think he should step in and just end his marriage because of what his wife doing to him? Fellas, I got something to tell you. You ain't gonna like it. Ladies, you can deny it all you want to, but I know you a lie. Fellas, I'm about to tell you something that's gonna crush you a little bit. There ain't a woman on this planet that don't have somebody in their phone or have some way that they can contact option number 2. You don't even know if you really was option 1. She might have just worked some shit out and y'all just making it stand up. But every woman has somebody that is option 2. There's some dude still thinking and saying that she was the catch that he never caught her. He lost her. If it was me, there's some dude. Fellas, don't get mad. I got a woman too. I'm just being honest with you. And see, ladies gonna sit here and be like, not me, honey. Not me, baby. He tripping. Cut that shit off. He tripping. Told you he smoked crack. You smoke crack, don't you? Told you that nigga was crazy. All I'm telling you is this. Don't get mad at the game. Don't get mad at the messenger. If you got a woman, she got a plan B. And that ain't that pill. I'm talking about she got an option. She got a dude that's been lurking her ass for years. And she might not jump on it right away. But it's that security that she has where, okay, it's that mind. He enters the mind when shit ain't going right. or when she just didn't had enough and it's like, I'm tired. But see, women have a lot more. Ooh, y'all just, boy, y'all got a lot more willpower than men. See, y'all tolerate more than we do. See, we could send you to the store, like if y'all out, yeah, baby, baby, you want me to pick you up some? She call you, you want me to pick you up some? I'm at the store on the way, and you'll be like, yeah, baby, give me some, bring some hot fries, bring me some Grippos and shit, the spicy ones, the hot ones. Let her ass bring you a bag of Grippos, and they the plain ones. Men don't tolerate that shit. We ready to cheat. Oh, see, you don't really love me. Some shit, it's small things that'll make us go off and do some shit. Small thing. Okay, Jack Meow says, speak for yourself, my brother. I ain't speaking for all men. All right? I ain't speaking for all men. And y'all know this is the type of show where I ain't gonna always, everybody ain't gonna agree with me. I hope you speaking from the aspect, Jack Me Often. I hope you're talking about how I deal with my shit. Because if you think that like your woman ain't in the conversation of what I'm talking about, okay. I'm just saying, every woman got a dude away from they dude. And then it might not be someone she talked to all the time. It may not be somebody that she plan on cheating with. It may not be some dude that she wish she had him instead of you. I'm not suggesting that. I'm saying every woman got an outlet, dude. She got somebody that she in her mind she having a conversation with his ass, even if he's not present. Let Ronnie fuck up one more again. Let him one more again, and I'm gonna call Earl. She may not ever call Earl. She may not ever call Earl, but that security that she has in her mind of Earl is on deck just in case, it'd make her sleep better at night from the bullshit y'all just went through. So let's get back a little bit on this Will Smith and Jada. I don't understand why fathers don't understand Will. I don't get it. They have children together. They have children together. And for some odd reason, now I'm going to be honest with you, man. I mean, she done a lot of shit that would make even me say, I wouldn't be able to deal with her. I wouldn't be able to deal with her. But now keep in mind, fellas, just I want y'all to understand one thing that I think we all missing. I think we're missing the fact that Will has been able to, he's been a star for a long time, since he was 17 years old. Will has the pickings of everything and anything that he ever wants. Any type of fantasy woman or fantasy situation, he can do all of that. He got the money and he can do those things. The girls that we call beautiful and gorgeous and we see them on TV, he can actually meet them and he can meet their personalities. He get an opportunity to see them and go out with them and break bread with them. He know if they smack when they talk and they eat. He know if they trifling. He know them. We don't. We be falling in love with girls on TV. We don't know them. He know them. So maybe out of all that manipulation that Jada does to him, the putting down, the obvious things that we see, he just don't see it. Because he might be thinking, I can't get nothing no better than what I got. I can't get nothing better than the mother of my children. Maybe that's where he's at. Anybody ever thought of that? Alethea says manipulation and she's laughing. I don't mean to be rude, sis, but I would think that manipulation argument and somebody that would laugh at the manipulation argument would come from a man. I don't expect a woman to understand how a man can be manipulated by a woman. I don't expect you to sit here and be on the side of manipulation. I don't think that you would. I don't see how women would actually agree with it, because unless they're honest, and an honest woman could say, yeah, she doing what we do. She doing exactly what we do to men. Because a man could stay with a woman. Listen, let me give you let me tell. I think it was Davis Denise who put a post. She made a comment on my post, and she was like, "What woman would?" I'm sorry. She said, "What man would allow a woman to make him do the things that he do?" Okay, I can explain it. I can make it real simple. I can give you a real small example, and I can point you in the men's directions of where they are. There's a lot of men sitting in the state penitentiaries because women have manipulated them and didn't even really know what they were doing. That's one of the big reasons why men don't even go off to college. I know y'all gonna think I'm crazy when I say this. One of the reasons why a lot of men go straight from high school into the workforce is because they want to keep that girl. They want to make some money right now so they can have some of the good shit, so they can get their own place, an apartment. All that stuff diverts you. It misdirects you from getting an education stuff. I'm going to get this job at the mall. I'm now the manager as soon as I graduate from high school. Now me and my girl can get our own place. That's manipulation. He wants her. He don't want to lose her. I know a little dude sitting in the Justice Center facing a murder trial right now because some little girl went back to him and said, that boy put his hand, he said something to me. He tried to come up on me. He snatched me, he put his hands on me. This boy shot that boy. Yeah, it's a form of manipulation. Why would a woman go tell her man, that man did something to me, and now I want you to do something to him? Unless you got him manipulated. Now, some people would find what I just said to be asinine stupid, because any woman that has a man, you want her to be, you want her to be protected as a man. But here's the thing. I don't know if I'm gonna kill a motherfucker because he violated my wife. Now, call me what you want to call me, but I'm not willing to lose my life and change my life because my wife got disrespected. If a man is out in the street in the parking lot at Kroger's and they going into the same parking space and he get out his car and he call my wife all these bitches and hoes and all this old shit, am I gonna shoot him for that? No, we can fight, but I ain't gonna kill him. I can't lose my life for some bullshit like that. If I'm with a woman that expects me to kill a man because she got disrespected by words, I got the wrong woman. Y'all ready to call me a bitch ass dude right now for that? They got plenty of bunks in the penitentiary. I got way too much shit to do tomorrow to be in jail. I can't be with a woman that expects me to change. Look, that's why you got those women that give these brothers ultimatums and they end up in bad relationships. Look, fellas, let me just say this to you, brother. If a woman gives you an ultimatum, look, we've been together a whole year now. You either gonna marry me now or you need to go and be about your business. Bro, you need to go and be about your business. If a woman has to ask you to marry her, you and I both know she's not the one. Ladies, if a man has to ask, if you got to tell a man when you're going to marry me, if you got to bring all that to the table and talk all that old shit, he's not the one. Stop fooling yourself, because y'all going to be in something. You manipulating him. You're putting him in a position that he don't really want to be with you. He don't really want to be with you. He like being with you, but he don't want to be with you. You might just be some convenience. Maybe he don't have his own place. Maybe he can't get a lease. I don't know. Call me whatever you want to call me. I could be wrong. But I just think that the reason why somebody said, why don't they just divorce? There's a whole lot of reasons. I think, to be honest with you, look, is it fair to say this? Is it fair to say that Jada has done enough in the public's view, in the public eye, to say that a divorce is probably not something that she ever said no to? Like, isn't it clear that she's okay with them not being together? Isn't it clear that she's already set the tone that Jada don't really want to be with Will based on all the shit that they done said amongst each other? And You know, he ain't never really came out and said anything. She's done so much shit to him as far as publicly. Let me ask you something, ladies. Would it make you feel better if your man, if your man cheated on you and you never seen it coming? Would it make you feel better if he apologized to you on Facebook, on live? Would that settle the score? Or is that just a matter of, yeah, nigga, you cheated on me. Now I'm about to humiliate you and I'm about to make your life tough. I keep trying to tell y'all, men handle cheating way better than women. They do. Women will say they forgive you and live with you all the rest of your life and will never let it go. Let me tell you the difference with when you cheat on a man. He either gonna get over the shit or he ain't gonna rock with you no more. And chances, 90% of the men that get cheated on, just they don't rock with the lady anymore. And that's the proof that I have to say that men deal with cheating better than women do. I didn't seen it. I didn't seen dudes get with a woman and the woman then cheated on him and he just say, I ain't fucking with her no more. I go live with my mama for a minute. But what do women do? Well, you gonna sleep downstairs. I'm gonna be mad at him. He gonna sleep on the couch. He can't come in here. I don't need it. We gonna, and she'll fix you a plate of food. Y'all still be together. Y'all still living in the same house. Y'all going through each other. He apologizing every day. He's saying he's sorry every day. She's still mad. She mad at your ass. It's been 3 years now. She's still mad at your ass. Every day it gets a little looser and looser and looser, and y'all still together. You working the shit out. Y'all going to the park. He's doing shit that he never really did before because he's trying to get back. But you really ain't forgave him. You just deal with cheating different. You willing to make shit real rough for him. You want to humiliate him. You want to make it real tough for him. You gonna remind his ass. Y'all go to the concert. Oh, that must be that bitch she was fucking with. Right there, over there, ain't it, Earl? I know, I see you looking at her. That's probably her. Call her on over here then, nigga. Call her, see if she look back. Call her and see if she know you. All that old shit. Call her over here. Come here. You know him. That Earl, I know you know him. That type shit. Y'all drag us through shit like that. A man ain't about to be like that. A man ain't about to be with a woman and y'all at the grocery store or y'all at the movie theater. And he's sitting back worrying about if that's Rick. Is that Rick? That motherfucker he was treating with? Is that Rick? Yeah, men just don't do that. And I'm going to tell you this right now, ladies. If you got a man that does shit like that and y'all been in a relationship, you cheated on him and he's sitting back asking you girl type shit. Like, oh, is that Rick over there? That's the dude you was fucking with? Where does Rick dude? That's him, ain't that right? He ain't with you because he love you. He doing the same shit women do. He trying to drag your ass. He trying to make every day, the rest of your life, miserable. Just like y'all do us. And that's what Jada is doing. Jada mad at Will. Jada don't even like Will. Jada got kids with a dude she don't even want. And she don't have no problem disrespecting him in public. Who brings their husband on television on a red table and talk about an affair she had? Who does that? Now, that was for her own self-motivational reasons. That was her platform. That was her way of that. That's like she didn't go to Oprah with it. She did it on her own platform. That was her way of coming up and putting a name and doing something that she can't do on her. She ain't never had viewership that loud and that high, except when she's humiliating her husband. Somebody explain that to me. Who would bring their grown ass husband on television and sit and watch him look like this? Who would do that? Other than a motherfucker that don't like you. That person does not like you. The conversation they had at that red table was a conversation that they should have had amongst each other, and the world should not have been privileged to that. Only a conniving, low down, don't give a shit about you ass person will want to humiliate you and bury you in disrespect like she did to him. You really think Will wanted to get on that show? I know y'all probably saying, well, he got on the show. He got on there. He didn't have to go on there. Let me ask you something, ladies. How many times have you done something with your man and he didn't really want to go? But after you asking him 10, 15 times and you didn't got on his nerve and you under his skin and all that old shit, he finally says, damn, Teresa, okay, fuck it, let's go. Shit. You know I hate going over your mama's house. I'm just playing. I'm just saying. How many times have he just, you didn't talk him into it and he didn't really want to do it? Let me ask you this. I'm going to put this picture up and I'm going to ask this question. What do you think Will Smith got out of that? What do you think he got out of the red table talk? Explain to me, what do you think, what benefit he got out of being there that day? This woman don't like him. She don't like him. She don't like him because he ain't never been the dude that she really wanted. He's not it. She's always wanted this. She's always wanted that. And Will Smith is not that type of guy. Will Smith is not a thugged out Philly dude. He's from Philly, but he ain't no thugged out Philly dude. He was kind of corny. He's the dude that all of us nice guys look back on right now today and say, some of you women, you just want to be with thugs. You want to be with the guys that talk all the shit, drink 40, smoke weed. Now, y'all just want them type of dudes. The bad guys tend to be the guys that's more exciting to you. That's just it. I'm not going to sit here and criticize. It's not what I like. I don't want some hood chick that got 3-4 babies and got babies everywhere. I don't want that. I never wanted that as a young man. But the truth of the matter is, she is from Baltimore. She does have Baltimore blood. She is, I don't care how successful she is as an actress or whatever. You want what you want. You like what you like. And to be honest with you, I just think that the love she had for Tupac was probably deeper than that little street persona that he's kicking off. Because to be honest with you, I don't really think that Tupac Shakur was that much of a thug. I think he was an idea of a thug. I think he sold thug life, but he wasn't really that much of a thug. I think she liked the fact that he carried a bad boy image. And Will Smith's image, regardless of who he really was totally the opposite of Tupac Shakur. Daryl said, no, Wyatt, Will was a thugged out Philly dude. Read his book, bro. Tupac wasn't. I have to disagree with that. The part that I agree with you on that, DC, is Tupac wasn't. I know Tupac wasn't a thug. Tupac and Will Smith, in reality, were probably the same person when it came down to the streets. Neither one of them was really street dudes. Will wasn't a street dude. He was raised by a single mother in Philly. Look, I grew up in Laurel homes, but I'm not a street dude. Because I was around street dudes and the shit blew at me sometime and I could smell weed or I was in it and this and this. I'm not a street dude. So if I ever to become some rapper turned big big actor or some shit, I can't claim I'm from the streets. I ain't never heard me say that shit on this show. I ain't never said I'm a street dude. I done some street shit. But there's a whole lot of dudes sitting in the penitentiary that's not really street, but did some street shit. and found themselves in where street people go. That don't make them a street dude. So I'm not going to sit here and say, yeah, because I'm from the ghetto, I'm from the hood and all that old shit, I'm a hood dude, because I'm not. I'm not. Like, ain't nothing wrong with it if you work it the right way. But no, I'm hook, I'm crook and book. So, I mean, no. For me to sit here and say that Will Smith was a street dude, nothing about Will Smith says street. Nothing. From his rap lyrics to what he wrote about when he was a rapper, he didn't have to be a gangster rapper. I could tell in his personality and his music that he wasn't a street dude. I could tell by him never, his entourage and his crowds back in the day when he was a rapper, he wasn't a street dude. But see, Tupac wasn't a street dude either. He just found a niche. He found out, he was smart. He found out, okay, let me just say this to you. Will Smith wrote a song called Parents Just Don't Understand. What street dude's ever going to write some shit like that? Okay, what street dude ever going to write Parents Just Don't Understand? Not a street dude in the world going to write a song called Parents Just Don't Understand. But what Will was smart enough to do was find the clean Mr. Goodbar image and ride it. And just because he did some things in his relationship with women, having multiple women, having a baby with this one woman, and living like a Hollywood dude that probably had options with women, that don't make him a street dude. When have you ever heard him do some street shit? When he got into a fight in Philly and made him have to move to California, one incident. Will Smith was a kid doing well in school. He had a single mother like the rest of us who cared about him. No thug. Tupac was raised from an intelligent gene. His mother and his I won't say his father, but his mother, who pretty much was a Black Panther, so she had an argument in her. He lived in a house where he heard argument. He heard argument. It helped him frame a certain thought process. He had a genius about himself, which that comes from certain type of parents. He attached to what was going on in that house. He found a space for it. Keep in mind, Tupac Shakur used to be with Digital Underground as a hype man, a backup dancer. What thug do that? I'm just saying. Oh, man. My kids made it. They're all here at the house. And we're going to go out to dinner tonight. I was a little worried that my baby took that flight home by herself. She made it. I was going to do, my kids say I post too much. If you go to my page, you'll see I don't post too much. My baby landed. I want to play this one last video for you, if you don't mind, before I get out of here. I started a little bit late. I want you to see this right here. It's called, I named it, What Men Want From You. Ladies, this is very important that you watch this, okay? It's called What Men Want From You. Let me see if I have it framed out here yet. And I'm going to say this. This is coming from a guy who sounds like he's like a Muslim of some sort. And I will agree with him. I would agree with everything he's about to tell you. And I think I want my ladies on here to understand that this is real talk. It's real shit. And I think women need to take note of this. I'm not trying to teach you how to be a woman, but this is important. Listen to this.
Loves in his wife. Number one, on top of the list, there is nothing more important than this. Number one, sisters, respect Now you might say, but what about me? I need respect too. Yes, in his wife. Number one on top of the list. There is nothing more important than this number one, sisters. Respect. Now you might say, but what about me? I need respect too. Yes. The respect we're talking about with the man is a little bit different. It's a little bit stronger. It's a little bit more serious. What are we talking about respect here? Respect his leadership. Respect that he's your protector. Respect that he's your provider. The duty which Allah gave him, that one extra degree. Number two, the man likes his wife to look good for him. The biggest thing a man hates is when a wife looks bad for him at home and looks good for everyone else outside. Number four, shows confidence in him and his abilities. So the sister appreciates his efforts, she appreciates his help, she appreciates his tiredness. I said this last time, that randomly say to your husband, I appreciate your effort, wallah, I couldn't do it without you. Say it. Wallahi, you will pump him up and make him amazing. Number four, she speaks well of him to her family and his family. She doesn't go to her mum and dad and says, man, he's a this and he's a that. No, 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 no. You will make your life hell. Not from him, from your family. And lastly, physical touches. Men love physical touches from their wife. To the fourth.
I don't know who needed to hear that, but I'm going to put it on my Facebook page. I think it's important that women know exactly what their man really, really needs. And I think it's important that men know what exactly women really need. That's the only way it's going to work out. For some odd weird kind of way, I understand why Will Smith hasn't left Jada Pinkett Smith. I understand. I don't agree with it. However, I'm not in their situation. I don't know who has what on who or whatever. But as a father, I can understand the attachment that's there. Hey, that's my time. Peace and love, man. I hope to be back stronger tomorrow. I'm a little under the weather. Couldn't really bring it the way I wanted to bring it today. But peace and love to everybody, man. I'll see you guys tomorrow at 1 o'clock. None but love.
Yeah. Got him now. Hey, Q. Q, boy. What's up? Get your ass up. Time to go. Oh, man, shit. You going for a little walk. Close 7. Hey, man. Hey, man. What? I never did like you. Open it up. Strap him in. All right. Calm down. You got any last words?
Yeah, I got some last words. Fuck all y'all.
Switch.
Was America willing to maintain order, no matter what the cost?
I heard payback's a motherfucking nigga. That's why I'm sick of getting treated like a goddamn stepchild. Fuck a punk cause I ain't him. You gotta deal with the 9 double M. The day's coming that you all hate. Just think if niggas decide to retaliate and try to keep me from running up. I never tell you to get down, it's all about coming up. So what they do going ban the AK? My shit wasn't registered any fucking way. So you better duck away, run and hide out. When I'm running real slow and the lights out. Cause I'm about to fuck up the program. Shooting out the window of a drop top pro-ham. Well I'm shooting, let's see who drop. The police, the media, suckers that win pop. The motherfuckers that say they too black. Put them overseas, they be begging to come back. They say we promote gangs and drugs. You wanna sweep a nigga like me up under the rug. Kicking shit, call street knowledge. Why more niggas in the pen than in college? And cause of that line, I might be your cellmate. That's from the nigga you love to hate. Fuck you, yeah, haha. It's the nigga you love to hate. Fuck you, hey, yo, baby, your mother warned you about me. It's the nigga you love to hate. Yo, you ain't doing nothing positive. Yo, you ain't doing nothing positive for the brother. What you gotta say for yourself? Once again, this is on the motherfucking psycho. Ice Cube, the bitch killer, cap killer. Yo, running through the line like boulders, no pop They self in the shape of the nigga you love.